my channel. Today we are at it again. We are yard sailing. The kids came with us today and Harrison is napping in the back, so I just decided to stay in the car and let Emily go with them, and then we'll kind of trade off. You don't wake a sleeping baby.
Why don't you just set that down? I need that.
I went home and my primary school was full. I come on right back here.
I think it's gonna go with this.
Alright, show the camera what you got.
Okay, beside the red truck over there. Yeah.
There's not really a market for it unless you find that special person.
Yeah, well, I'm that special person. I look for canvases.
Yeah.
I found out I don't have enough wall space for it.
Oh, okay.
I had
She's
to,
got a lot of that in her house.
yeah, but we also do vintage trailer rallies. We'll take our camper to these rallies and like we'll stage it with stuff like this, just because it's cool. And I didn't have a 29-foot camper. It was big inside, so it was like a house trailer. And I had all this stuff in like this one.
All right, so we are back in the car from our first yard sale. I ended up getting a pack of staples. I asked them if they would take a quarter and they said yes. We have like a little tiny stapler on our school cart. And I knew, you know, we don't use staples a lot, but yard sales, it's one of those things when you find something that you know that you're gonna need in the future, chances are, you know, you're gonna find it cheaper there than anywhere else. So I said, would you take a quarter? And she said yes. I also have Emily with me. Is there anything you're looking for today?
I really don't have anything I'm looking for. Today's just like, after a really long week, like today's just my time to relax and have fun. So nothing specific.
I actually wasn't sure if Emily was going to be able to go today, and I kind of was thinking of sleeping in, and my husband said, why don't you know, just go to yard sales tomorrow? And I said, well, let me check the forecast. And the forecast was perfect. Like it is 68 degrees right now and sunny, but like not too hot. It's just okay. So I thought, okay, the weather's good. And then I looked and I found several community sales, and then I texted Emily and she was back. I didn't think she was going to be able to come, and she could. So I was like, okay, it's the day we're supposed to go. The kids are with us today and they found some things. Let me show you what they got.
So it's like a Harry Potter set, and it has 2 golden cups and a broom and an owl.
How much did you pay for it?
$2.
Is that what they were asking?
No,
What did they ask?
$3.
So you bargained? You got it for 2 instead of 3?
Yeah.
Very cool. You want to tell us about them?
So I've been wanting one of these Lego Speed Champion cars for a while, and my dad likes these cars too, and it's 95 pieces, and I got it, and all the Lego sets they had were brand new, and then there's this show that I really like, and it's called Ninjago, and I got a set from it, and I got one like maybe 2 weeks ago. And so now I have another one.
So as we're learning more about bargaining and everything, I said, how much are these sets? And the yard sale operator said $3 each. And so I thought, well, if we're getting 2 of them, maybe we could get 2 for $5. And I asked, would you take 2 for $5? And he said yes. So Abram got his sets for $2.50 each. All right, we're gonna head to the next one.
So way more than lemonade and Oreo bowls, we sell Crock Charms.
Nice.
We have a customer.
Regular Oreo.
All right, we had a first. We usually see brownies or cookies and lemonade. Today we saw Oreo balls and lemonade, so everybody's having a little treat. And the boy who made the lemonade and the Oreo balls, his name was Harrison, which is our little boy's name, so that was pretty cool. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
There's a bunch of
So today has been kind of an unexpected yard sale day. We had a really good day, lots of fun finds. I found a few things that I wasn't initially looking for, but it's actually things that I had wanted to get in the past and just either didn't get or had decided not to buy because of cost. So I found a beach chair that's really nice, a Tommy Bahama beach chair that usually retails for about $40. I had looked at them in the past and just couldn't justify buying it for the 2 to 3 times a year I go to the beach. But a lady had one and I got it for $3. Also found a bag that I had looked for at Target. It's like a faux leather book bag. I actually had looked at it at Target a couple years ago and didn't get it and regretted it, went back to try to find it and couldn't find it. They were all sold out. So I got that for $2 she was asking for. And then I think maybe the most random, for me at least, the most random find of the day was a poker table, like a card game table that you fold out and you can put on your dining room table. And my husband and his friends love to just hang out and play cards, not betting or gambling, but just like hanging out, playing card games. And so he had looked into something that would be more of a table that would work better for that, but they're really expensive online. And so I got that for $5. So that was probably the most random find of the day. But overall, we had a really good day. Found a lot of good things.
I still can't believe that poker table was so funny. Emily was like, how much for it? And she said 10. And so Emily texted her husband and he was like, see if she'll do 5. And so I'm like watching from the car with the kids and she did 5. So it never hurts to ask. It never ever hurts to ask.
All right, so Emily and I are back from the yard sale and I have our bed full of goodies here to show you. We did so good today. So I'm going to start out and just kind of show you my half and then Emily will show hers. So I'm going to go in order of stops. The kids spent $8 of their own money today. So you got to see the Legos. Here are 2 of the sets. So here's the Harry Potter set. It comes with 31 pieces. And then here's Abram's car set and it comes with 95. This is a McLaren. And then I don't have the Ninjago one because he's already started on that. So those ended up being $2 for Andy's and then $5 for both of Abram's. And then the other thing that Abram found was also a Harry Potter themed thing. And this was a coloring book. And this is very like detailed, very take your time with like some sharp colored pencils. And this hasn't been marked in at all. So I think that this was a great find and definitely one of those, I'm bored, what do I do? You know, this will keep you busy for a while. So I had asked him what he wanted to pay and he had $1 in mind and they actually said $1 was what they'd planned on asking. So that worked out. So that's what the kids spent. So you guys already saw that I got staples. Those cost me 50 cents. The people were happy to take it. My next stop, I got 2 different game things. I've never played this game before. Let me know. You guys can hear the baby in the background. He just nursed. Let me know if you've played this game before. Beat the Parents. It's a family trivia game. Emily said it was good. So on her recommendation, I got that. And I got this for the beach and also just yard play. And those together were $3. We had a really cool stop at a house where the operator was a teacher, but she doesn't teach math anymore. So we got tons of math items. I got this stamp. Emily spotted this, and this is so great for working on telling time, to stamp it and then be able to draw the hands in and practice that. So I got those. I got a compass and a protractor for Abram. We're not kind of using these yet, but I thought these would be good to have in our collection, and she had bags and bags of them. This is a notebook of math games, so we may use that, but I was telling Emily I've got a project I want to do with the kids, and we were just doing back to school shopping, and I had no idea the price of binders. I think I just am out of touch because I go to yard sales so much, but I was expecting them to be $1, $2 at the store, and the binders I just bought my kids were $5 or $5.50 a piece. So I was happy to find this binder. Again, I might use the math games in it, I might not, but I was happy to find that. And then there was this little necklace I looked at for myself. I thought maybe I wanted it. And then Andy said, can I get this necklace? So if I ever want to wear it, I'll just borrow it from her. But I thought that was so cute. This little seashell with the little gold trim around the edge. Then the last things I got at that stop were 2 DVDs. Emily pointed out this Schoolhouse Rock, which was a nice little throwback to childhood, so I got that one. And then I got Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. So that entire stop was $3 for the math and then the DVD. And then we got to the car and Emily had one of these. And so it's all these magnets talking about fractions, and I just love how you can see everything here. And Emily said, I said, oh, I need to go back and get one of those, and she said she paid 50 cents. They were asking $1, so they went back and got one for me while I was loading up the car. And Emily said there was some that were in a bag that had foam pieces, but we both liked how this just stays here. You don't have to worry about losing anything, so I was happy to get that for 50 cents. The next stop was a freebie stop, so they had things down at the curb. Got this pair of shorts for Andy. It's a couple sizes too big, so she'll grow into them, but these really look like something that she would enjoy wearing. Same thing with these Toms. They are obviously like going to be play shoes for the yard, but I am going to see if I can clean them up with a magic eraser. For playing in the yard, something like this really works great. The last thing I got at that freebie side of the road was this bag. This is actually what you would put like sheets in, so I'm just going to cut this tag off. But I love taking stuff like this and repurposing it to organize within a bag or in a drawer or something like that. So I don't know how I'm going to use this yet, but I loved the color and the pattern. The last stop for me was a really good one. I got this basket, which I have something in mind for, and it's actually going to work for it, so I'm really excited. I got this tray, which reminded me of the plastic one that I got. And if you watched our bargain banter a couple weeks ago, you saw the plastic Mary Kay one. But I also got this maybe to use for school supplies or in some way organizing. I got 2 of these beautiful large mercury glass ornaments. I use mercury glass on my Christmas tree, but I don't have any that are this style and this large. I have this style in a smaller bulb. Andy got this notebook. It's a beautiful bubblegum pink cover and hasn't been written in at all. So I just got a couple of clothing items here. I got these shirts and then these shorts. This was actually a stop I forgot to include. These are Old Navy pixie pants, and I got those for 50 cents. And then the last thing that I forgot to include in that freebie end of the curb stop was this holiday cookies recipe book. It is full of recipes with pictures, and I thought the kids would enjoy this, especially during the holidays. So that is everything that I got. My total spent was $15.50, and then like I said, the kids spent $8.
So for my side of the yard sale finds, I got this bag. It's a universal thread bag from Target. I actually looked at this bag about a year ago, didn't get it, then regretted it, went back to Target to find it and couldn't find it anymore. And so I found this. They were asking $4 for it. I got it for $2. It is a backpack. There's straps on the back. I am really excited about this find for $2. I also got one of the magnet fractions like Kelly was mentioning. I got this for 50 cents. I got this Tommy Bahama beach chair. Usually they're at Costco for $40 to $50. They were asking $5 and I got it for $3. And then this card game table, it folds open and sits on your dining room table. And my husband and his friends like to get together and just play card games for fun. And so I got that for us to use at our house. They were asking $10 for it and I got it for $5. So those are my finds.
So I wanted to follow up on a couple of our yard sale finds. These Toms that I got for free, I had a feeling they would clean up pretty nicely. So I just used a generic brand magic eraser from Aldi, and I was right. You can see here the one that I've done versus the one that I haven't. And then here they are. This maybe took me 5 minutes, and these will be great place use for her. This chair that Emily got for such a great deal, it had one arm that was kind of out of the groove, and she felt pretty confident that she could fix it, and she took it home and she was right. This has a cooler pack in the back. It's just such a nice beach chair. And the kids have already used their new toys. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.